I want to go forward because I love the idea of your new book, The Curve Benders. If you can talk about a little bit for our listeners about what does it mean to be a curve benders and how can I use it?
Sure. Thanks for asking. Yeah. So I've been a student of business relationships for 20 years. And several years ago, I wrote Relationship Economics, which was all about how to become more intentional in the relationships you choose to invest in. Then, as you were kind enough to mention in my intro, I wrote Co-Create, which is, none of us have all the answers. How do we co-create a solution with a few, but really strategic relationships? Then I got to tell you, most of my books, I start with a question. And in full disclosure, I'll be 55 this next month. And I've been thinking a lot about work for me in the next decade. So what will work, a lot of what we've been talking about, what will work look like? What do I love doing? What do I not want to do? And the more I thought about it, and this was actually pre-pandemic, the more I thought of the need to adapt and learn faster, learn more relevant. I don't need to go and get a 4-year computer science degree. I just want to learn the code. And I found out that there's a lot of different places I can learn the code, and a lot of them are free. And by the way, I can learn the basics within about 30 days. Mm-hmm. So the notion came that if you want to, and the supposition is, if you want to remain relevant, you're going to have to learn faster. You're going to have to learn more. You're going to have to reinvent yourself in many ways. In that reinvention, your biggest asset are a few relationships who know you, like you, have a vested interest in your success, and they want to help. They want to leave an imprint in not just what you accomplish, Karen, but who you become in 10 years, in 20 years, the manager, the leader, the human being. And if you think about that old professor, or maybe that first boss you had, or people that really changed the leader that you are, those are the relationships I call curve benders.
Amazing. So, there's a saying goes that you need only one person to believe in you in order to grow, right? So it's kind of the traits that these curve benders have. From your stories, they really believed in you and saw who you are when you couldn't see who you are. So I think it's crucial. What came to my mind with my curve benders, I also have a lot, but one of them was the CEO of the company that I conducted my PhD there. I conducted a case study in this company for 2 years. So I actually learned in the case study from how to lead mindfully. How he gave me an example by doing it and opening the door for me to learn. And, I think it's created a leap in my career to bring this new wisdom and knowledge to the world. So I think this is right. This is a kind of a curve bender.
You're exactly right. And your comment, they showed me, right? Curve benders don't just tell, they demonstrate, they do it naturally themselves. And when we observe them doing it, it becomes so attractive that we want to adapt. We want to adopt